So I figured this would be more of a chill type review, and I don't even need a script for. So yeah, normally I've had a bug here that will change the menu to German. Why? I have no idea. I think it's German. If you'd like to explain to me why it would randomly switch to that if English is default, I'm all ears and 4 eyes, but it's nothing major. It's just a little bit aggravating, especially if I forget where the freaking settings is. All I know in German is Guten Morgen, and I only know that because of the dude from Fruits Basket, so let's just say I'm not fluent. Did I hit start or continue? Oh, good. Alright, the tutorial is important. We gotta have the tutorial. None of this is important. Well, not to me. We're not at the parts that really highlight what we need to. Alright, so look at everything that's highlighted. Look at the center, that's your primary station. The construction yard, that's what we're about to make. We're gonna use it to be able to construct things, but we're gonna have to put residents on it. Gonna go ahead and put 3 of them on there. Fill that baby up, save us some time later. Well, maybe not. They could hate it. I would rather not do this. I would rather not do this. I'm eager to do this. I'll just put you on there 3 times then. So the residents are the ones that we're going to put to work to expand the station, obviously, power. This is a solar array. It's always facing the sun. You have nothing to worry about. If you play the tutorial, the sun's always in the same place. They get unhappy. I have no idea what makes them unhappy. I can work them 3 shifts and they're ticked off. I can work them 1 and they're ticked off. I can give them the job that they're begging to do and they get ticked off. They get hungry and then they won't eat. You're going to experience all of it with me so you can walk me through what I'm doing wrong, because I've never played a game like this. Not one of them that's hyper immersive. The most base building I get is something that has more of the Clash of Clans vibes, or something that Plarium Games would make. I don't really go this in depth with things. So well, Fallout Shelter is another one that is more like this, where you have to manage food and water and stuff. This is a bit of a step up, let's put it that way. What is taking so long? Didn't I put you to work all 3 times? What are you doing? Get your low down dirty keister over there. I do like this effect here. I think it looks pretty cool. It's nothing amazing. The graphics aren't like revolutionary, but they're good enough for what it is. Alright, let's go over all these words. Tell me when you see something like, I don't know, oxygen, resources, food, residents, algae, incubation array. I'm not gonna repeat that. Jobs, activate, drinking water, carbon dioxide, applicants, biology, hire, algae. Nothing about oxygen so far, just keep your eyes out for that. So basically we need to build another array. This one is for the algae. It also needs sun, because you know, it's algae. So I'm gonna put it down here. Again, you wanna see the sun? There's the sun. My gosh, that took far too long. Forgot I had to have that baby click. Now, for some reason, our drone manager is not doing the construction job that he is hired to do. There we go, look at that. Fantastic. Now we gotta manage. Incubator. We're gonna have to hire somebody. You gotta pay attention, even though I haven't quite figured out if it's actually important, but I love this kind of work. I am begging you to let me do this. Which one is better? You'll never know. They don't tell you. I love this kind of work. I'm gonna go with the begging guy. Dude, if he's on his hands and knees, sure. Now, he doesn't like doing physical tasks. Is this a physical task? I have no idea. But he said he's begging me to do it. Farming in and of itself is very physical, but if he's begging for it, does he still want to do it? It is an issue. The wording bothers me. Like, this person really wanted their job. Isn't this the same one? Oh, here we are. I'm getting hungry. Our food, my friend. We have plenty. Eat the food. Eat the food, 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 eat the food. If they're on break, they still won't eat. Let me take you out of your job for a second. Oh, well, let me activate that so I'm not pointlessly wasting time. Oh, tutorial, I'm on a mission. You can hire more residents via the marketplace. With the correct module, you can trade resources. That is a spelling error if I've ever seen one. Here as well. Algae, food, wastewater. Building a new chassis. Again, nothing to tell you anything about oxygen, but we're losing it pretty quick. And I know I'm using oxygen specifically, but that's because that's what screwed me over a couple times. And you'd think that if you built more resident places, since it's in life support, that it would help with the oxygen. You would be wrong, because it literally would do nothing. I would have this baby filled up with them. more than I have residents. It doesn't do anything. I could have the same amount as I have residents and it doesn't do anything. You would think that it would change the carbon dioxide at least, but nope, nothing seems to shift. And again, it's not handholdy enough for me to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. So when I fail, it feels like a game error instead of a me error since the game isn't teaching me how to play. There you go, drone. You were literally just over there. Oh yeah, they gotta take resources. I forgot that's a thing too. Even though they're just dropping them in space at that point. Again, it doesn't make much sense. I don't really know what the drone limit is to how much they can carry either. Alright, so we got assistants. Now, these assistants can do quite a bit of things. Help with production, give me evaluation graphs, help with maintenance, and the sales. That's how I feel about that. Excuse me. Now, I need to add another module for water. I don't know if I had space over here. I literally can't remember. Food dispenser, and water cleaner. The living quarter, oh, well, I can't hit it now. Oh well, we'll get there, I hope. This also takes a fair amount of time for this stuff to get built, and we're losing energy like crazy. I love this kind of work. Well, good for you. Good for you. We're gonna probably want to hire people instead of shove them all in the same ballpark. I'm eager to get this job. Give it to me, baby. Oh, Jaws, horses. I love this kind of work. Well, you just work that kind of work. You love everything, don't you? I love this kind of work. You ain't doing diddly dad blame squat, so you go ahead and you work that work. I gotta activate it. I hate that. Absolutely despise it. You have noticed that you lose credits. This is another thing that I absolutely hate about this game. It's just such a broken system at first. You will not get credits quick enough to do anything, and I've not made it far enough to the point that I will get credits quick enough to actually make a difference. But you gain the credits by doing tasks. In order for these tasks to get done, you have to allot time to it, okay? Like your food guys, you gotta take them off what they're doing, and you gotta let them research whatever this food thing is, and it can fail repeatedly, which will tick off the people doing it, because they're like, oh, it's pointless, why do it? I mean, mood. They don't want to do it anymore. You're just losing things. Your reputation goes down if it's not done in an allotted amount of time, and then you don't get the credits anyway. So the tasks feel so stupid. They're menial. They don't make much of a difference to me. They just build reputation. It's kind of like I'm messaging Hasbro trying to get them to respond to me. It doesn't make a difference. And it's not really making any real improvements when it comes to what the problem really is. So your reputation is continuously going down every time it fails, the charisma's going down, and your credits are not going up. So what's the point in going and manually selecting the same dad blame tasks over and over again that don't really have much of a variety because there's no real gameplay impact? Well, that's when you get those reputation points. As your reputation increases, you get points. You can use those points to get new modules, new station parts, like a place for the heat to go, because yes, the space station will overheat, and if you don't got a place to disperse it, that also causes issues. What issues does it cause? Yeah, we'll never know. And it radiates more energy than colder ones. Does that mean it just uses more energy? But it would also make the place hotter. Is that what's taking people off? I don't know. But maybe we'll find out. So let's go look at these tasks. You gotta go to the marketplace. Another issue I have, to use any of this, you need a market module, but we'll get there. See, 885 credits. Fantastic. It takes 83 production cycles. Wow, and I gotta do it in the electrochemical laboratory. What a shame. Here we are. Here's the module. We have to hire people. I don't know why it wants me to just activate it. You gotta assign somebody there. This guy, he just loves that kind of work. Or are you a girl? Nancy, you're a woman. You're some funny looking woman. She loves that kind of work. You activate it, and it'll go, 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 and it'll go. And this one won't take too long, but they take increasingly large amounts of time, and it's just for 880 some, and it can fail. So, we've already lost quite a bit. We've lost more than 880 some. You see what the issue is? Your risk and reward is not balanced very well. You're risking failure, you're risking your satisfaction to go down, and you're doing all of it for something that's not even going to equal the amount of resources you've lost during the allotted amount of time that you've been pushing to do it. Again, maybe something fantastic is actually happening and I just don't know about it because the game don't like me. It wants me to sit here and wait for it. Are you freaking kidding me? Well, I apparently cannot progress until I sit here and wait for this. I never noticed this the other times I played, but this is the world we live in. Here's where you get your assistants, you hire them like anybody else, and they seem to hate their jobs more than anybody in the world. But it is what it is. You're very hungry and then you eat. See, that's how you do it. You get sleepy and then you sleep. But sometimes they just don't. And they don't need to be like, they'll be working out or something instead of eating. They're like, I'm so hungry. Oh, gotta lift weights. I'm starving. I need sleep. Oh, these weights gotta be muscular. And it's like, dude, why? Now I'm doing ingestion. This has to be an error in translation or something. It sounds like a robot. I am doing ingestion. I am doing ingestion. I'm getting restless. Now I'm doing work as Farmer 1. It really breaks immersion to see that. At least the Fallout Shelter guys had personality. This just feels robotic. I know I'm tearing into this game quite a bit, but it's honestly not too bad if I could figure out what I'm actually doing. And if they really worked on this. Because again, we're down to 77.8 now. We need another way to accrue income, because this isn't doing it. It just goes, it's just gonna keep going down. Oh, I'm speeding this up. This is ridiculous. I have nothing else to talk about. Let's go. All right, it doesn't seem to actually be making much of a difference. I actually don't think it's going any faster with the tasks. I think the only thing that's going faster is resource drain. It's still at 59. It's stuck. It is stuck. Why am I going to the marketplace to complain? You want me to pick another one? Sorry, Chief. We're a little bit busy over here. Unless it's just completely wrong. It's wrong. It said it wasn't completed, but it's completed. Y'all saw it with your own eyes, okay? Daggone it. How stupid. You spend too much time working on this and other stuff's gonna go downhill. To get oxygen, you go down here. This is one way that I found, and if it's the only way, then that sucks. I think you split carbon dioxide? Yep. Split up into carbon and oxygen. That's one way to do it right there. Is that the only way to do it? I sure hope not, because that takes away things that I could do to get money. Oh, but I could use the food, but I have to find a research thing that allows me to use the food. And I could hire more people, but then I run out of money faster, even if I'm gaining money faster because they're doing the research faster. It doesn't equal out. Like, I'm not gaining as much as I'm losing. I've never got it to anyway. Oh, she would love this kind of work. At least she's obviously a she. And if you're taking the campaign seriously, you should probably not do this. This is stupid. Because you do need to give them some in-between. But, again, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. That I can figure out myself. Because the tutorial don't tell me, so I don't know. This is only my third go at it, I think. Yeah. I quit the second one prematurely. I never actually died on it. And I've gotten it a little bit bigger. But right after that, I know that I'm screwed. Because there's just no way. The oxygen is so low. The money is low. And the power got low first. I booked another power thing, which everything went downhill right after. Marketplace. Research. Let's find another one. We need one for the food spot. And they're all electrochemical for some reason. Which does not help. Food dispenser. Here we go. Let's give up food so we can research. It sounds so dumb. Like, what do farmers have to do with this kind of research? What kind of research is it before I say that? Let's find out. Oh, we don't get to know. Again, does not help when it comes to immersion at all. At all. Wonderful. See, it tells you nothing, and they got these generic names. Like, if we were researching something that seemed important, I'd be more inclined to want to waste time going all the way over here, going all the way over here, going all the way up here, and going through all of them to find one that seems feasible. Apparently there isn't one for water. I've never seen one for water, so I was curious, but it's not looking good. Oh, there we go. That was a meteor. We need somebody to fix that. In order to get somebody to fix that, we need to hire somebody that will fix that. It wants me to continuously go to tasks. I gain literally nothing from sitting here. Nothing. Like, dude, just shut up. Stop. Oh, let's go down to reputation since it hasn't told me to yet. We need this heat radiator. That's what we are going for. Our reputation's -1. That means we must have screwed up one of those stupid things. I hate this game. I literally just don't like it. Like, it's just not for me. Maybe other people can figure out what they're supposed to be doing and have more fun, but it isn't going to be me. We get hit by objects, we get hit by asteroids and debris. We need to hire somebody in maintenance to do that, or we can get an assistant that'll do it for us, but we still have to hire the person, which again, stupid. I would rather not do this. I would do this. I love this kind of work. Well, yep, it's not like you cost more money, but I can't figure out what makes you happy anyway. And we go here, we gotta go to manage, we gotta go to maintenance, and we gotta put somebody in there. Who wants to do maintenance? Do you want to do maintenance? You do want to do maintenance. Good for you. Heck yeah, if the assignments are red, then they're already on assignment at this time, and you cannot put them to work 2 shifts. You would think that you could go to residence, and you could be like, hey, let's look at your schedule, and we can take you off a shift, but you can't. There's this whole empty room for nothing. Disappointing. You can interact with them, you can talk to them, that's it. And they basically never really say much of anything, like, just doing a little dance move. What's up? Lately, I found some bugs in the hall. You kick things off with a joke. You ask, what do you think of the new menu? See, it's literally nothing. It has nothing to do with what you just picked. Nothing. Not a daggone thing. Where's the bugs? Where are they? I don't see them. Oh, he didn't think it was funny that he's hungry and you made a menu joke. I didn't mean to make a menu joke. I was trying to talk about the bugs in the hall. Oh. And this doesn't go very fast. Look at that. We went from 80 to 60 and we're still going down plenty quick. Again, I don't find it fun and I have no clue what I'm doing. And the tutorial just dies off. It's just gone. Because it gets stuck here constantly. And we can go through task and task and task. And I got to the point where I even got the radiator, the heat radiator. And you would think that it would tell me something about it or the tutorial would move on, but tasks is still blinking in that save. That's the one where I'm the farthest on that I quit because I have no clue what I'm doing. And we just gotta sit here. And we gotta wait until they eventually try and time runs out or they fail. Repeatedly. And the residents can just leave the station whenever they want, even though we have no way for them to actually leave. We haven't bought the shuttles yet. That's an upgrade too, where you can get like shuttles. We ain't got that, Chief. So are they just walking out the airlock and dying? The sweet release of death? Is it that bad being here? Y'all are mediocre. We've got food. We've got water. Eat food. Sleep. Drink. They're never thirsty. I just noticed that. They are never thirsty. What do we need the water for? You're eating. Look at you. Now I'm doing ingestion. Now you're tired. Take a nap. If I hire more people, I lose more money. Work through it. This game is about crunch. I feel like I'm a game developer. No, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a game publisher talking to game developers. I'm getting restless. Now I'm doing workout. It's your stupid decisions that get you to this point. Sleep, you fool. Sleep. Why are you like this? Oh, I'm so tired. How many more weights do I have to lift? Bro, I never assigned you to lift weights. Get it through your head. Who am I on right now? Is it a strong, independent woman? No, it's a dude. Of course it is. You absolute fool. You're never gonna be a mad lad. You ain't no Chad. Put the weights down and go to sleep. Long-lasting, physically demanding tasks. I'm normal willpowered. I'm a little weak. You're weak, okay? I get it. You know what? Me and you, we relate there. But how are you doing long-lasting, physically demanding tasks if you're a little weak? Where's your willpower at if you're giving up sleep to work out? You're more than normal willpowered. If my choices are, man, I can work out or I can sleep, and I'm exhausted, buddy, I'm sleeping. Well, this has been Heliopolis. I have no idea how to make a review on this. As you can tell, I don't know what I'm doing. There's a lot of issues here and there, especially when it comes to the AI here. But if this is your kind of game, and you can pick this stuff up easily, check it out at least. You don't have to like buy it or anything. Just give it a good look over. I think one of the developers behind it even plays the game. Either that or just somebody else that has the game, has a copy of the game, plays the game on Steam. You can see the video there. I mean, they don't play it. Well, I guess they do play it on Steam. You know what I mean. So if you want to go watch that, you can go ahead and do it. But I ain't got the time for that. And I don't have the patience for that. You're restless because you're doing workout. And I don't have the patience for that either. Go to sleep. Why did you wake up and decide to work out again? Oh my gosh. This is the best time to end this. For more news, reviews, and whatever we choose on all things nerd, subscribe. And above all else, have a great day. Thank you.